Morning, my friends. It's your old pal PeaceLoveMusic with another Stacks morning update. It is Tuesday morning, October 22nd, and a lot of stuff going on in our ecosystem. Super happy to be here. And one thing I do want to just remind all of y'all, sometimes we're all pushing, we're trying to make things happen, and we're really focused on moving everything forward. And sometimes maybe we try to force things a little bit to go the way we want them to go. And that doesn't always result in the outcomes we're really trying to achieve. So it's okay to kind of take a step back, look at everything, and kind of let things unfold. Sometimes there's just no clear direct action to take besides waiting and seeing what happens with things, and that's okay too. We're producing things very rapidly in this space, and it's super exciting, all the things that are coming. But just make sure that you're not forcing things, and that you're taking good care of yourself, and also allowing the universe to unfold as it will for you. Sometimes that's the hard part. Also, remember, this is a news show. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All our broadcasting is for informational and educational purposes only, maybe some entertainment, but we are not giving financial advice on this show. Always do your own research and never spend money you cannot afford to lose on any investment. Bitcoin's looking okay, holding on to the 67, was coming in at 67,360 at the time of broadcast, or a little while ago. And I apologize for our lateness. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty where all of the news caption information reset to yesterday's stuff after I put it all in. So it delayed me a little bit in getting the news out today. But here we are. Bitcoin's holding on, 67,360. That's not terrible. It would be nice if it could kind of spring back and take that 68K range, but we'll hold on to 67,360. That's pretty strong. That's not bad. Stacks dipped down a little bit, down to $1.81. Still a good price for the time period. And then holding on to the number 33 position by market cap on CoinMarketCap. Fear and greed dipped down from the greed level. It was in the low 60s, dipped down to 57, so it's back into neutral. And again, this is healthy, teetering back between neutral and fear, and neutral and greed. It's not a bad place to be while the market's kind of getting ready to make a move. It seems to be kind of getting ready to do something. We'll see what happens in the next few days and weeks, but I like where it's going personally. Top three gainers on CoinMarketCap past 24 hours are APT, Aptos, Popcat, and Uniswap. I like Uniswap. It's not I don't have a big bag, but I actually do like their application. I think they do some cool things in the Ethereum ecosystem and associated projects. I don't think Uniswap is a bad project to look at. Stacks calendar for the day. We have it's a blockchain life going on this the next few days, I think. Couple of days, or maybe that's just today. Oh, it's all day today. Check that out on the calendar. Interested. We have the Stacks DeFi show coming on at 10 a.m. That's Eastern. And then Welsh and Stacks Family 100 Day. I'm not sure if that's still ongoing. I'm not sure. I've heard varying things. So if they're still doing the 100-day show or not. I know they were taking a break, but maybe they're bringing it back, but I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be or if it's at the same time, but maybe at 1:30 today. And then later on this evening, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time is the Art on Stacks program with Good Kitty and Nieta. Always great stuff featuring artists and musicians and creatives developing and building in the Stacks ecosystem. So come check us out at 3 p.m. this afternoon. Always a fun time. The Art on Stack show. I love checking in. I'm actually going to probably have to tune in from the car originally because I got to go pick up my daughter from school around that time. But I will definitely be participating uh, as much as I can. I love the show. I'll definitely be listening in. Um, Really cool. We actually hosted. Many of you guys may know we started doing a Wednesday space that we just call Whatever Monday. It's sponsored by Zero Authority DAO, and we just have an open mic session. People come on, talk about whatever they want to. We actually did get the AI BTC guys out. Publius and Wobuddy came out and talked to us, and amazing what they're doing at AI BTC and the stuff they're building out, and AI agents that you can build. And they have this really cool championship sprint, they're calling it. It's a AI agent competition. Um, it starts on Monday and runs for 5 days through the week. Each participant starts with $100 worth of stacks, and you build your team of agents and deploy them to trade on your behalf. And the winner that basically nets the most the most in their trading over the week will get $500. The builder who creates the best open source tool will also win $500. And if you have to go into the Discord to register for the competition. So you go into Discord, join the AI BTC Discord, and you drop your stacks address and tag the moderator. And at least for a limited time, so you definitely want to, don't wait, get in there and do it as soon as possible. Right now, they're actually giving registrants $100 worth of stacks to play with for the competition. So you don't even have to use your own stacks to get in. So head over to the Discord, get $100 to play with. Monday, you join in, create your bots, create your agents. And it's going to be different agents. You have one's the trading agent. One might be your risk management agent. One's going to be your analysis agent. And you create a team of agents to help, basically be your trade team. And it's really interesting. I'm super excited to participate in it. It's going to be really cool. Also, we are super excited. I just talked to her yesterday. Dr. Chiente Su from Alex Go is going to come on and chat with us on the DeOrganized show this Thursday at 1:30 on Bitcoin Live. That's our live broadcast every other Thursday at 1:30. We broadcast across multiple channels, so it'll be on whatever channel you're watching us on now. My PeaceLoveMusic Twitter account, the Bitcoin Live Twitter account, the DeOrganized Twitter account. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook, on multiple channels across multiple platforms. And we're super excited to have Chante come out, Dr. Sue. Amazing. Really excited to talk to her about Alex and all the other stuff, Xlink, and all the other stuff that they have going on over there. Super excited. Also, and we're just producing here at DeOrganized. Tune in Friday when we're going to host Andre Serrano to chat about the SBT signer SIP 028. That's the SIP that is going to be voted on by the community. It sets the 15 signers and the details of the signer mechanism for maintaining the BTC to SBTC bridge function to let people bridge in and out of BTC to SBTC and vice versa. So tune in Friday, ask lots of questions in the chat, and we're really excited to be featuring that too. We're just got a lot going on in the DeOrganized space right now. And the Tremp NFT mint, and I have our buddy in the back. Tremp NFT mint they finally announced their mint date. They're going live on November 4th, and be on the lookout for more whitelist mint collabs with Tremp and your favorite NFT communities. They're reaching out to everybody. And if you have a community and you haven't done a whitelist giveaway for your community yet, reach out to the Tremp guys. Reach out to GPSC. And we can line you guys up to give away a few whitelist opportunities to your community and help those guys out as well. It is Talkovation Tuesday. Who are you going to nominate? Nominate someone for a Talkovation award today. You jump over to the Stacks link at Stacks link on Twitter. You can see the post, the link there for the nomination form. You got to put in your information, who you are, who you're nominating, and then just write up a little bit of information about why you're nominating them, and then tweet that out either in response to I like to quote tweet the original tweet for the day. I think that's actually the best way to keep it there, but also be front and center on your post. Really fun. It's great. Feels good to acknowledge people and recognize people that are doing good work in the space. So nominate someone for a taco today. And also, really cool development is there. And I know I've known this was coming for a while. I'm surprised it came so quickly, actually. There are a couple new bounties available on the Zero Authority bounties page. You go to zeroauthority.xyz and click on the bounties tab, and you can check those out. Right now, Jack has put 2 Rue bounties up. I think they're one is for creating a meme, and the other one's for creating, I think, like an icon or a graphic image for the kangaroo token, the Kanga token that just got out of the bonding curve. And then also there's one up there for Leo. I think it's like 50,000 Leo up there. Check them out. And now the bounties are able to use SIP10 tokens. So it's not just stacks you can get rewarded in. It's not just stacks that you can reward your communities with. You can actually reward your communities with any SIP10 token. So go check out the bounties. If you have a community and you're looking to get them engaged, now you don't even have to swap out your stacks. You can reward your communities in whatever SIP10 token you have built your communities around. And I know I got a few people saying hi already. Squidfin, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Reese, what's happening? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, there is, and he's letting me know there is one last 100-day giveaway show today. So that is today at 1:30. Michael, what's up, man? What's happening? And Haddy, what's good morning? And yeah, AIBTC, man. Michael, I know you have to be involved in that with all you're doing. And good morning, my friend. I didn't want to bring you on and then read all the people like I've been doing, so I'm changing my processes a little bit. But look at all our friends here joining us today. And good morning, Giga Pepe. What's up, buddy?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, what a great day to be in the space, man. I've been traveling a little bit this week, touching a little bit of grass, still working in the background, got some cool stuff coming. Yeah. Good morning to all the homies, and yeah, good morning, peace.
How are you today? You doing a little traveling? You had to find a quiet spot at the hotel.
Yeah, man. So I found like a quiet corner in the common space because the family's still sleeping, and yeah, I'm doing a little traveling with my family this week. Take my nephew around to see some sights, man, while he's still young. So getting some traveling in with him.
Yeah, bottle it up, man. Bottle it up. Do as much as you can when you can, because it goes by super fast. And it's hard to get back. It's hard to get back. There's other good things in the future, right? But it's just when they're that age, it's magic. So hold on to it as long as you can. What else? We chatted a little bit last night. I heard that the Trump NFT launch is set for November 4th. Super excited about that. I definitely have a few spots. I'm definitely minting all my whitelist spots out. I can't wait to see what I pull and what you've designed for us.
Yeah, dude, I'm super excited for this launch. It's been one of the funnest collections that I've cooked so far. I think that it has a lot of like references to the STX community, as well as like different memes that people within the culture will definitely pick up on. Different OG characters, some different people. It's a really fun collection. It has been awesome to build this and get to work with the Trimp guys, putting this all together and getting to collaborate with different communities outside the space and within STX itself. So definitely a lot of fun.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, what can you tell us about the? Can you tell us anything about the mint, or about the NFTs, about the artwork? I know there's some specials and stuff like that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of one of ones in the collection. A bunch of fire ass traits. I've really took my time building the different characters. Of course, I've got the Trump. Trump is a meme. I mean, like he's got so many uh, known sayings. I have some art just memeing Trump, and then I have almost kind of like represent like I have like Steve Irwin is one of them. So almost like a
Well, I don't know if it's me or you.
uh,
You still going?
I'm drawing blanks on the word. Can you?
You broke up for a minute, but I think you're back. Like you froze up.
Okay. Yeah, got you. Yeah, I was just saying how I have different characters that are almost like just showing respect to. Like Steve Irwin has made it into the collection. He's the crocodile hunter, so it's just like
Crikey.
yeah, right. Crocodile Dundee. Just a couple known characters from movies. I think that will bring a little nostalgia. That are also in the collection. Along with different crypto characters and different memes from crypto. So it has been fun to cook this. I'm really excited to see what everybody thinks and to be able to do something that is gonna bring a community together stronger. Something for the Trump community.
Very, very cool. So, you and I actually had you actually just got the firsthand experience and seeing what it's like to try to put all these tickers together on the show for the show. And so I want to explain my process.
Yeah,
Try to go live at 8 a.m. right? And so I go into the Bitcoin Live. I go into the Restream account under Bitcoin Live. Again, this is all in partnership with Bitcoin Live. They've, thank them. I can't thank them enough for all the opportunity they've provided for us to build DeOrganized into what we've done in such a short time. It never could have happened without them and without guys like you and Jack and all the people saying hi this morning. Again, thank you all, Haddy, Reese, Michael, Squidfin. I mean, everybody that's tuning in, we really appreciate everybody. I'm up usually just because I'm an old guy and I fall asleep. Like you messaged me at like quarter to 11 last night. I didn't get it until like 5 o'clock this morning because I was already asleep at quarter to 11. And that would be relatively late for me if I was up that late these days, which is, not common for me until like the last couple of years or so. It's just how it is. My wife is in bed by like 7:30 if she can be. So if I want to see her at all, I got to get there soon. But I'm, because of that, I'm up at like 5 a.m. easily most days. And so I'm up and I'm like looking at the news events and I'm going into Twitter and I'm checking out, I'm responding to DMs for what's going on in the space and trying to write the news stories. And then, so I come in and I open up the app and I'm in the app and I set up all my stuff. I got to change the title and to make sure I'm not doing sometimes I'll be broadcasting and it'll be Jim.btc's header. So I'm like, it's not the morning show. This is Audiano's show, but it's not, so I got to set everything up. And now, recently it's been a few weeks now, I've been using these tickers. So I have all the news events and I'm all cool, right? I'm a real news guy now. I'm setting up my tickers and that's how I keep my story steady and it keeps all my points there for me and it's great. And so I logged in. I usually set that all up and then I restart my computer so it's fresh, so I get less lag when I'm going live. And went and did my walk with Mrs. Peace Love this morning. I restarted my computer and I came back and I called you in. I sent you the link. You dropped in and we're getting ready to go. And I realized all my tickers are back to what they were yesterday. I don't have any of my news set up. So GPSC got to see me under extreme pressure and panic mode. And, I handled it well, right?
Yeah.
But it was a little bit of a tedious process for a few minutes while we were setting up the show. I had the poor guy sitting backstage. I'm like, hey, read this while I'm typing up the next one. So,
no, dude, getting to see the process, dude. Yeah, it's awesome to see it, like to witness it firsthand, the greatness, man. Because you put a lot of work into this, and I can't stress enough that you've been killing this piece. I mean, it's one of the things that I look forward to. Coming on every Tuesday, and dude, getting to see you just like speed run putting your tickers together this morning in crunch time. That was great, man. You really knocked it out. So yeah, props.
Yeah, I had to redo all the news in about 15 minutes. It was, it takes me about 15 minutes to read it, but it takes a little longer than that to set it all up. So it was like I had to rewrite all the news and real quickly. So thank you for bearing with me on that. And that's why we got a little bit of a late start today, but it doesn't seem to matter. Our audience is watching. People are saying hi, and man, it's just there's so many things going on in this space, and so many things. I'm super excited about. DeOrganized. We're doing great. I'm super happy about where we are with it. I'm not going to be. I try to be humble. But I do realize what it is. I mean, it's been much more successful than I could have imagined so far for what we're doing. So, as far as that goes, I mean, just look at it. Since last Wednesday, we had the Easy A guys on. We had the AIBTC guys on. We're doing Chiente on Thursday. I got Trippin' Monkey and Jamie F. I forget who else. I think we have someone else lined up for Wednesday's space. We got Chiente coming on Thursday. We got Andre Serrano coming on Friday to talk about SBTC. We had Andre from the Goat Coin community on last week, earlier in the week. We've had Phoenix Green from all in the last 2 weeks. Like, it's just hitting it. And I'm just excited that there's so much cool stuff going on in our space to make it's hard to, more in a slow market, in a slow ecosystem, it's hard to have this kind of constant shows and constant things to talk about.
Yeah, dude.
But Stacks is killing it. Stacks is killing it.
100%. And I love to see the growth of DeOrganized as well. It is cool to see that. Hey, now you have people from Alex coming on the show. You have different, bigger and bigger devs. And the word is getting out there. We're able to keep everybody in the know. I think it's really exciting. What the AIBTC devs are doing with their trading competition. I didn't know anything about that until I woke up this morning, and then I heard from you. So now I know. So I think these type of things are important.
They're giving away $100.
Yeah.
The truth is, everyone that if you go to the Discord today, and you sign up and register, you're going to get $100 on Monday worth of stacks to play with. And if your agent team makes money, your agent team made money, so get on it, get into that Discord and join, because if you guys don't learn how to use these AIs now while it's available to learn, you're going to be behind other people, so the more people that can get out, this is a tremendous opportunity these guys are providing. And it's also beneficial to them. They're getting more people into their platform. They need more people to learn so that they have a marketplace to sell to, but it's only a matter of time before everybody needs AI agents. And so the sooner you get some exposure into how to work with those, the better for everybody. So definitely get in there and check those out.
Yeah,
I know Davek is doing something with Crew AI too, and there's some learning opportunities there, and it might be worth it to take a look at what's going on with those and participate in some of those sessions. Um, Also, want to shout out LMNO. He says, "Good morning." LMNO has recently joined the DeOrganized team as well. He's been doing a tremendous job in the background, helping us coordinate some of our guests and getting our shows lined up, and keeping things moving in the middle of some of the other things we're picking up and lifting. It's hard. So he's been a tremendous value add to the team. Thank you, brother, LMNO, for helping us out and joining.
yeah, big shout out to LMO, man. I think he's a great value add to what you guys got going on, and I think that he fits right in with you guys. You guys are all Chads, knocking this thing right out of the park. Touching back on like the AI BTC stuff, getting to go in there and like deploy, like play with their AI agents and stuff. I'd imagine that you're like helping train some of those AIs, and they're using that data. So you can think like first of all, it's free books. You get free STX for trying it out for the time being, and also you're getting to contribute and help progress like the technology. And like you said, if you don't, people that don't pay attention. Oh, good morning to Pepe Swap. That's Darth Dude from the GPSC.
Oh, what's up, Darth Dude? That's
Yeah,
right.
nice.
What's up, man? PepeSwap.btc. I haven't seen Darth in a while.
Yeah,
OG
right on.
Giga.
Damn Skippy, man. That's good to see you. Good morning, man. We were just talking about the AI BTC devs and how they're deploying some AI agents into the ecosystem to trade for you, apparently. So yeah, go out there and check out their products and get involved, because like I really think that it's going to be a game changer. Having like AIs trade for you in this space is going to be like it's going to be less taboo very quickly. So get with it, guys. Definitely go ahead and check that out.
It's
Wanted
going
to
to be
touch on
very.
the
I just want to say it's going to be very hard to trade without an AI soon. Like, and soon, maybe, maybe we're talking like 6 months to a couple years, but within that timeline, it's going to be very hard to actually trade. I'm not talking about just investing. If you're just buying and holding something and you're, that's your risk profile, that's different. But if you're actually trading on a regular basis, you're going to be trading against the bots, and it's going to be impossible very soon.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be it's a new meta. How it's going to be a new norm. So it's just crazy what everybody's doing with AI in this space, like AI and BTC. Who would have thought of it? And it's so cool what the syndicate is doing with AI and AI BTC devs. There's more and more people using this technology and leveraging it within stacks. So it's
Oh yeah,
very interesting.
what Michael's doing with AI is really cool stuff too. What he's building out for the Stacks community is very impressive. Good morning, Jamie. By the way, Jamie's a great friend of the show. Rubrew, what's up? And then Darth says bots run the show. Yeah, it's kind of the case now, but very soon I don't think we're going to be able to be competitive with them without the aid of that tool. It'll be like Stone Age versus the Bronze Age kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the new weapon. Yeah, I agree. And seeing where I wanted to touch bases on the Zero Authority guys too, and what they're doing now that you can use like SIP10 tokens for that, and you could also they're working on NFTs for bounties now too. So
Yeah, yeah, that's coming also.
that opens up a whole new door and window, and it's
Not just for bounties either. It's going to be for once V2 comes, it's going to be for the gig marketplace as well. So you'll
yeah.
be able to hire people for a gig, a contract gig, and pay them in RU or pay them in and you might be able to pay them in gigapepes. You might be able to pay them in GPSC B2s, you know?
Yeah, dude. I think that they're opening up so much different. I think that it's going to really change the game, and that decentralized reputation. It really is like the core of their platform. So learning how to make new ways to earn that reputation is going to be essential. And I think that maybe doing like a badge or something for people that have interacted with the platform. Just like the starter badge, saying like, "Hey, I have used the platform." Just could be beneficial. I think that it'll give people an idea and ask more questions, get involved. So, I think that they're awesome. I love the guys over there and what they're building.
Yeah, Zero and Hodel, awesome dudes. Haddy on the team, the other guys that are, they're interns, and they got a great crew. I love what they're building out. It's going to be a tremendous value add to our ecosystem, being able, like the on-chain reputation piece, the gig marketplace, and how that all ties in. Bounties are a game changer, and now it's not even just going to be stacks, but you could actually use SIP10 tokens. That means SBTC when it comes, by the way. It's amazing. I can't say enough. And they're great guys. They're all great dudes. So one of the first people I met in the space. And again, if it wasn't for meeting these individuals, and there's so the first maybe like 4 or 5 personalities that I got to know in the Stacks ecosystem, where it's Jack, Zero, Mr. Wolf, you, and Hero. And those 5 people were instrumental in drawing me in, because I wanted to participate because of the energy they bring and how they present themselves and what they represent, the values you guys represent, that we represent, because it resonates with me too. I obviously, I resonate the same values. We're here we want everyone to have their opportunities. We want to be inclusive, but we also want it to be permissionless to the broadest extent it can be, while also making sure that there is a community piece to this. Open source and decentralized doesn't mean alone. We're still have to work together. It's just working together consensually versus by force. Currently we have to work together in our society to some degree, under duress. You have to. Anyway, let's not get too deep into that. But I love the ethos of the Stacks ecosystem and the broader Bitcoin ethos, which is decentralization, self-custody, self-ownership.
Willing to collaborate, and we're all moving the needle in the right direction. We all help each other out, and I've heard that this ecosystem is much different than other ecosystems. So I'm proud to be building here and finding my own lane here, and getting in where I fit in. It's awesome that I could just come to a space and talk about like, hey, I want to make some cool stuff. I think that I have an idea, or any of the different spaces that I jump in, and people are very receptive here. So I think we truly are a really good decentralized community that works hard and also open to help others where it's needed. So very proud to be part of this community. Uh, I just think that there's so many game changers going on right now, and it feels good to be early, and as early as everybody is. We front run. Some of us front run bigger names in the ecosystem, and most importantly, I think that we have our different communities within Stacks, but it doesn't necessarily separate us into um, like it doesn't make it tribal. You can be in
It's
any
not
of
as
these
tribal
communities.
as it's not as tribal as some other places in the crypto space get.
Yeah.
We have a big tent, and don't get me wrong, there's not all of the Rubros are in the Welsh community. Not all of the Welsh guys are in the Knot community, and not everyone's in the Leo. I take a broader approach because I'm a community guy, right? So I'm not trying to pick a side, but there's nothing wrong with, like, this is my crew, this is my community, but they're not. It's not confrontational either, or
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. We're not. We're all part of the Stacks ecosystem. I hold bags in all of those projects, and I support all of them. Crypt Tales
Good
from
morning,
Crypt
Chris.
says, the crazy thing about being early is you still feel late sometimes. Patience and resilience. That is true. That is definitely true. We are extremely early. But yeah, sometimes you see it's very hard to pull the trigger once things start going crazy. We're not there yet. Things are not going crazy yet. But things will start going crazy. And one of the hardest parts is you set your plan. So like you should, if you're buying and accumulating and you're looking at you have a model where your plan is to take profits at a certain point. Set that plan now, by the way. Don't wait until the frenzy starts happening, because you won't sell. You'll actually feel like you missed out, and you'll buy at the top, and then you'll have remorse, and then you'll hold through the bear market and watch it just crumble, 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 and you'll get to that bottom point, and then you'll be like, oh my God, it's never coming back, and you'll sell more than you wanted to at the top. And that'll actually be the bottom signal. That's my experience of how this market goes. There's a lot of promotion. You got to be patient. Crypt is absolutely right. You got to be patient. You also have to have a plan, and it's going to be hard to actually execute when the time is right, because it's going to feel like, oh my God, it's never going to stop going up. As soon as you think it's never going to stop going up, that's when that's a top signal. When you start getting that feeling like, oh my God, what if it doesn't ever stop going up? It will. It's probably about to right then when you have that thought. And what's up, Unique BTC? I got one of those unique NFTs. You're freezing up a little bit, GP. You still with me? Oh, I think you're catching up. I think that's there you are. Oh, GPSC had to drop out. I think he was having some technical difficulties. See if he drops back in. But yeah, you definitely don't want to get too emotional in your trades. Yeah, it looks like GPSC rugged. The other thing we wanted to chat about real quick is just to let everybody know, if you hold a RU or a Stacks Invader NFT, you can go to the stacks-invaders.xyz site and claim your RU runes. You're getting an allocation of RU runes, but you got to connect your wallet and log in, connect your wallet, and click to process the transaction. I think it says claim runes. You drop your Taproot address, claim runes, and it processes a transaction in your wallet. Just a signer, it's just low fee, and you'll get your allocation of runes when they drop. I think in a couple weeks, and then I have a few wallets I still have to do that for, but that is ongoing. And then in a few weeks, if you want to mint more, you will get the opportunity to mint more as well. Whether you hold RU or not, you're going to have an opportunity to mint some. But I think there's a whitelist mint probably going around first. So be on the lookout for that. I'm assuming Gigapepe's having problems. He's off location, so I'm super happy that he was able to get in here. Always a great time. Keep the energy high. I'm going to finish out for GPSC. Keep the energy high. Oh, actually, you know what? Crypt says it's hard not to get emotions involved in the trade when your emotions are involved in the community. That's true. That is true. You can't make it personal. Taking profit. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. And no matter how much stacks you hold, you're not harming the community by taking profits. So don't feel bad about that. Same thing with anything. You know, if you got profits in Welsh, you've got profits in Rue. Not financial advice, but nobody ever went broke taking profits. Don't feel bad about taking profits. You shouldn't be out to dump on people. That's a different thing. You know, you shouldn't be pumping and dumping on communities. But if you're just taking your opportunity for profits, you shouldn't feel bad about it. But it's hard. It is hard to sell on a project that you're invested in the community. That's a great point, Crypt. We got to get Crypt in here on one of these morning shows or one of our live podcasts soon, if I can get him to commit to it. Not sure if he's ready to expose his face, but he doesn't have to. Yeah, so I don't know that I'm going to get GPSC back. Oh, maybe I did. There he is. Hey.
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, my computer died. Apparently, it wasn't charging. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Just another opportunity for me to go out in a space and ad lib. That's kind of where I thrive, to be honest. You know,
I hope you didn't miss me too much.
Well, I definitely missed you, but I was having some conversation with my friends here, Crypt, LMNO chiming in. We were talking about the emotions involved in trading, and Crypt made a great point that it's hard not to get emotions involved in the trade when your emotions are involved in the community, and that is true. It's hard, you know. I am going to have a harder time taking profits in Rue than I will taking profits in Ethereum. Right. And not that but nobody ever went broke taking profits, and the community, the community is the community. Just because you're taking profits doesn't mean that you're no longer participatory in the community aspect of things too. So,
yeah,
but yes, it's hard to trade.
Yeah. And this is my first, this is my first cycle. So getting to learn all these emotions is definitely it's going to be interesting whenever. Good job, buddy. It's going to be interesting to see what it's like whenever we get to those all-time highs and see what everybody does. I got into the space whenever Luna happened, the Luna collapse happened. So I got to fully go through a bear market, and now going through like a bull market, going through the bull market and seeing those big green candles. I'll have to get to experience a whole different set of emotions. So talking about this is something that is definitely interesting. If anybody has any like battle stories or anything like that, feel free to share. I went through the Luna collapse, so that's like one of the most detrimental times to remember in the space. So getting to see that happen and then build all the way back up, build through the bear market, and now that markets are starting to pick back up, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I'll share a little bit of my experience. I've been in the space since 2017. I bought my first little bit of Bitcoin in the summer of 2017. It was like $2,100. I bought like $100, $200 worth maybe. And I watched it go all the way up to 20 grand from that summer. It was like June or July. It was $2,100 for Bitcoin. It went up to like 20 grand that following November. This was 2017. And then crashed all the way back down to like $3,800, and I was accumulating in small bits at that time. And I was really just focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I accumulated some Bitcoin and Ethereum over that time. And then 2020 came, 2021 came, and then in 2022 it was when the Luna collapse happened, right? That was 22? And then shortly after that was
22.
Or before that, after that was FTX, but it was before FTX, but after Luna. So I had actually had some Ethereum I had bought on Robinhood. I had about 12 Ethereum, and it had gone up to close to $5,000. So I had like almost at one point like 60 grand worth of Ethereum that was like way in profit. And I watched it go down to like 1,100 that spring, summer. I sold 12 Ethereum for $1,100 each. And I watched it go, and then they introduced the burn mechanism. So while everything else was collapsing, Ethereum was still going up. I think it went back up to like close to $3,000 at the time. And I made profits on that Ethereum. I made significant profits. I paid a lot of taxes on it, actually. And that's another thing you got to consider when you sell and take profits. You're paying taxes. So sometimes it's better to just hold for the long term unless you have something specific you need that money for. I sold the bottom. I sold some Ethereum at the very bottom. It hasn't gone back to 1,100 again. I accumulated some more back, and it's mostly up on what I've accumulated back. But that wasn't my plan. That was responding emotionally. So if you don't have a plan, you're going to inevitably respond emotionally. I
think that's like a very big point. Is like, what is your plan? Like what market cap are you aiming for to take profit, and sticking to your plan. Of course, it's going to be a little bit harder, with different tokens that you're more involved with the communities on. Like I can definitely admit that it would be harder for me to take profits on Rue, like you. Speaking about Rue, actually, I wanted to talk a little bit about the
I did touch on that a little bit while you dropped away, but go ahead. Let us know all about it.
Yeah. So like I'm really excited for the runes. It's one of the things, like seeing the SIP10 kangaroo token jump from L2 to L1. It's an exciting thing. I think it's interesting the way they did it, to where like you have a free mint if you own Rue, or if you own Stacks Invaders, taking care of the community in that manner. And seeing that they have a zero authority bounty already up, ready to design a logo for the new runes. They do so much, and we're in talks. Me and Jack have been talking about something for those that get whitelisted for these runes. So there's something in the works for even just people that are.
Tell me a little bit more about the whitelist. Obviously, I know that the Rubros, the holders, and the Stacks Invaders holders are getting an allocation. Are they also whitelisted for minting? I'm assuming too.
Yes, so they'll be whitelisted to mint. The mint is going to be on Ordinal Spot, and that's who Jack and Ian have partnered with to launch their runes. So you'll be able to, if you have your whitelist. So if you own Stacks Invaders or Rue, first thing you need to do is go to stacksinvaders.xyz. So that's stacks/invaders.
Stacks-invaders.
Yep, invaders.xyz. And then once you connect your wallet to their website, you'll be able to see there that they have a place for your Taproot address. You enter your Taproot address, and then it's click the big green button that says Get Runes. And that essentially will whitelist your wallet that you own your Stacks Invaders and Rue in. If you have multiple wallets, do that process with every wallet that you have Rue. and or Stacks Invaders in. You do that, you get your whitelist. Then whenever the first comes around, you'll be able to go to an Ordinals bot, and you'll be able to essentially pay gas, and that's all you have to do to claim your allocation to these runes. So I think that has contributed to a little bit to like price action in Rue the last week or so. We're seeing Rue hit new all-time highs. There's a lot of different things um, being worked on for these runes too. They're talking about doing a DMT ordinals collection that you can mint uh, using these runes,
Yeah, that's
and also have been
yeah. Jack and Ian
been
were
in some
talking about that
conversation.
one point last week. Some really,
Yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait.
yeah, those guys are really building the Degen playground. It looks like Elemento says that the taproot is the BC1P address, the ordinals address. So yeah,
Right. So if you're in leather and you drop down and you click on receive, it gives you a bunch of addresses. So I think the first one you see under tokens is that's the correct one, is the runes at. So it'll be your runes address, or if you go into collectibles, it'll be your ordinals address.
yeah, and I know that at least in leather, uh, you can take the taproot address. It also has it separated. It says like runes. It'll be the same address, but it'll say runes, and you also have one for ordinals.
Right.
Likely that they're the same, but it helps with a little confusion there. It's uh, instead of having to pull from like say your Bitcoin address, it just breaks it down and says this is your runes address too, right there for you, at least in leather. So um, really excited for that, man. Seeing what those guys are building, it's no small feat. Ian is a gigabrain.
Yeah, Jamie just said defenders versus invaders. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Rue defenders, I think, right? So we have the
Yeah,
stacks invaders, and then we have the Rue defenders are going to be the ordinals, DMT ordinals mint
yeah,
by the community. Yeah, man, they're crushing it. Jack is. Oh, by the way, he's also part of DeOrganized, and he's also part of the StacksLink, council like me, and he's like everywhere crushing it. He's in DMs all the time with all the DM groups. Jack is he's like the speaking of Good Morning Ace. Uh, Jack is the ace of the Stacks ecosystem. Not to step on Ace's handle, but Jack is our. I mean, he's definitely. He's just an incredible value add to the space, and what he and Ian are building out and doing with the Rue community is next level. It's not it's truly a community organization, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as awesome if it wasn't for what Jack plans out and executes, and for Ian actually being able to give him the giving actually being able to give him the capacity to execute all the things he wants to do. It's incredible.
yeah, dude. I think those two guys make a serious combo. It's Ian is he's a mastermind, man. He's able to take your ideas and like kind of experiment a little bit and see what is feasible, see what is possible, and Jack is kind of like up front in the trenches, making connections with people, talking about what's going on, what the plans are. Um, those two together in the same room on the same team, yeah, unstoppable, man. It makes me super bullish to see teams like this building in the space. We'll see
Super
more and
Bowl.
more people. Yeah, dude. Seeing people that are like have a dynamic. One person is taking care of this, and the other person is like grinding. Two separate different types of grinding. So it's cool to see that work out.
Right. Well, and that's kind of the beauty of all the stuff I'm experiencing in the Stacks ecosystem. And I'm going to say it again. I say it often that I find that this is all a lot of my experience in seeing the collaborative effort came out of my experience with D grants. And there's so many people putting in work to help others that are building in the space just achieve what they're trying to build. And sometimes that's just getting to know everybody, understanding what their varying skill sets are. And then when this guy needs help with this, it's like, oh, you need to talk to that guy. And that guy needs, oh, you need some help with this kind of thing. Oh, this person can actually help you with that. And that's being built in real time through out of D grants, and I'm sure in other places too, but out of D grants in the StacksLink council and the StacksLink platform, and it's amazing. I don't think people really realize how much value add to the community has been created out of the community getting together and working together consensually but permissionlessly.
Can't we just ban the word D grants from Hero Gamer? I don't know, man.
We'll just say decentralized grant. We can just say the decentralized grants program, but it's going to be out of StacksLink now. What do you want to call it, Hero? What do you want to call it?
I'm quite a staple in the ecosystem. You know, you're helping build.
We could just call it the Hero Gamer Project.
Yeah, we just go like, yo, you know, it's Hero's show. We can call it the Hero Show. I don't know. I think D grants is a great name for you know, decentralized grants. It's what it's giving. So like I think that like the name really reflects what it is.
It does, but to be honest with you, I think so. A lot of the value that came out of it was less the funding and more the support and integration and the community building that came out of the process.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the value add. That's the tremendous value add to the to the Stacks ecosystem and to the foundation. That's the part of it. However, the carrot that got the people in, the builders in, was that grant money. The bootstrapping grant money is what brought them in. So, but yeah, maybe we need to tweak the marketing, the branding on that a little bit, because maybe it's a little bit not encompassing the entire idea, calling it D grants. But I do think that it's I don't care what you call it. The project was a tremendous success, right? I can't stop shouting. We could go on for another hour talking about the projects that have sprouted out of D grants in the last 8-9 months now, and we'd be talking for an hour and we probably wouldn't cover them all.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think that you know, it's awesome to see the different projects come into the ecosystem to see if they can, you know, get a grant and build something cool. You know, I think it does a good amount of onboarding, and very much like it gets the people that get involved very connected. The networking is definitely by far the most important thing that comes out of D grants is those connections that you get for being an applicant. So, you know, keep working hard, dude. I love what Hero Gamer and everybody over there, the foundation, is doing with you know, D grants. Shout out to GPSC for sticking around. I'm not going anywhere, man. You can read it in my bio, man. I'm here to contribute to and participate in the culture of Stacks, man. That's my thing. So, building cool stuff, meeting cool people, building cool stuff.
Oh man, it's like it's a great life, right? It's a great life. Getting to engage with all these people and having a community to bounce off our ideas to sharpen. You know, that's why I love engaging with conversations with people. It's because I know, like, obviously I have a lot of opinions on things. I have a lot of positions that I hold, but I'm also open to questioning my own positions, and I can't question them as thoroughly as I can do so when I engage with other people. So that's part of it. You know, I'm our community is super strong because it's engaged, and we don't always have to agree. You know, what did he? Don't post that. What did I don't? What does he not want posted?
I don't know. He said, I probably the comment. Can we just ban the word secrets? I don't know. What's up,
Oh.
Cryptiddy in the house? Let's go. That's like one of my
Yeah,
favorite names to see like pop up in the feeds. You know, it gives me a little chuckle every time I see it. You know, Cryptiddy.
Cryptiddy
Cryptiddy.
is I don't know exactly who he is, but I believe he is bin switch family adjacent from what I understand, but I don't know exactly who he is. He's a friendly.
Yeah, he's a friendly for sure. Uh, I don't know. I think kind of newer to the ecosystem, maybe. I haven't seen that handle very long, but definitely well
Probably just
informed.
like I want to say maybe like a month or two started
Yeah,
popping up.
yeah, not too long. Maybe a little bit longer. I don't know, but yeah, he's been around and he's good people for sure. Love to bring a laugh, much love. Yeah, solid dude. That's what we need more of in this space. Uh, we got Michael. Michael is always making me laugh, dude. Uh, Definitely a giga brain working on awesome stuff like Cindy. That helps creators like me. Possibly use what it does. What Cindy does is it can take like information from a space or a post and definitely put the content into a pitchable, presentable format. You know, also working on some different stuff for security. But the biggest point is that Michael makes me laugh, and I think that he's awesome at that. I think he in his life at some point he was a comedian, and it lightens up the mood. It keeps people going. So um, yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's also, and I find a lot of people in this space are either musicians or artists in some way, like visual artists. Um, which is not surprising, but to the extent that it seems to be such a large percentage of the overall community here that is engaging in those type of things. And I find that there is an art to humor too. Some artists aren't, but more often than not, artists have a little bit of a humor flair as well. Um, but yeah, Michael's a great guy. He's another tremendous value add to the space. And what he's building out with Cindy is going to be a tremendous tool for the community. Plus, I'm sure it's going to branch out beyond stacks. I suspect he's going to have a lot of he's gonna have a lot of demand for his time and attention very soon. I would imagine.
Yeah, dude. Definitely a smart individual and funny individual. If you guys should definitely give him a follow. Attract funding. That's his handle. Definitely working on some really
Attract
awesome
one
stuff.
for the eye.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Crypt says the hands are everywhere. Solid, bro.
Yeah, Crypt
Every
is a
space.
syndicate guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Those guys are a bunch
It's
of
a very
talents, man.
broad.
Just like working on awesome stuff, working on AI, uh, covering the whole field, man. Definitely got the whole field covered with the syndicate guys.
Hell yeah, and great dudes. Too.
Yeah,
I love jumping into their spaces anytime I can. It's always going to be. I like interesting conversations and
there you go.
thought provoking commentary. So I love joining in their conversations for sure.
Yeah, and then a lot of the times you can just see like a random space at a random time. Like those guys have spaces all the time, and every time uh, there's something interesting going on. Interesting to say the least. Um, yeah, entertaining and interesting for sure. Every time I get in there, there's all sorts of different ideas being flown around, tossed around. While Michael's like keeping the mood light and making little side jokes and stuff. So it's always it's a vibe. It's a vibe in there for sure.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. What do you got? What else you got lined up for the day, bro? Oh, you guys are on vacation, so you got some vacation stuff today, or are you just traveling back?
Yeah, so I'll be taking my nephew to. I think we're gonna take him to the Coca-Cola factory and or the aquarium today. So that's what I'll do. Yeah, he's getting so damn big, man, so quick. So I'm trying to enjoy all this time while I can. So um, it's been awesome. It's been awesome little trip so far. Getting to touch some grass, get some fresh air, and I'll come back refreshed and energized almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I do. I felt really great after our trip to the mountains in July. Before I even started all, like, this was just we were just doing spaces, and I don't even think I had done a podcast yet. So it's been a busy 3 months for me since then, but I love it. I love what's going on. But yeah, I know you need that time off, time away for a little while. I did notice you were not around much,
Yeah.
recently. So
Well, I thought
uh,
of like making like an announcement, but it also like made me feel like a little uneasy about making an announcement.
yeah, I think
Um,
you did it right. I think you just kind of
yeah,
go, if you just kind of, people notice you're not around and assume whatever, and then you pop in and you chat, you share and post periodically, and you're still kind of keeping up on some stuff while you
yeah,
can. But I did notice you, and I'm trying to kind of take the weekends. Obviously, I can't be completely off from stuff because of the nature of my real life work and just my life in general, and what we have going on. There's shows going on Bitcoin Live on the weekends now. Good Kitty's got her show on Saturday morning. Every other weekend there's some shows on Sundays. So it's hard, but I'm trying to do as much nothing as I can on the weekends right now, just because my days are so jam packed. I mean, I'm up at 5. I'm doing the news. I'm doing the show, and then I got meetings and calls and jumping into this guy's space to support them, and jumping into this thing to support them, and and then I held. Yesterday we were on, the space was open for almost 3 hours last night, so I wasn't done with spaces and events until like 7 p.m. So that was a 12-hour day for me, and
yeah,
I'm doing it, it's every day between all the things I'm trying to do. And oh yeah, Trip's building his thing, and I'm trying to help poke around with that. And Zenatron's got some stuff he wants me to work on, and I'm helping with the Derupt uh, crypto dude with figuring out some stuff for Derupt, and just kind of, and it's all just help. I'm not like a team member or anything, but I'm trying to support our community, and it's a lot.
yeah,
So
dude. Yeah. You're
be
pulling
that
a lot
time
of
off.
weight, man. You're our only decentralized media outlet right now, so pulling a lot of weight, doing important work. So, yeah, big props to you, bro. I know you're crushing it. Just seeing it getting to develop in real time. Uh, Bigger and bigger guests, more guests. Um, yeah, it's been really fun for sure. You
Thank you, man.
definitely
I
are
appreciate
a big value add to the ecosystem for sure.
trying. I hope so. I tend to be, so because I'm actually not all that. I'm not looking to put a front on, right? I'm not, everything I put out, my opinions that I share. There's no agenda besides just presenting my opinions on things, and in an honest way, um, which oftentimes tends to leave me out there kind of going off into tangents that maybe aren't value add for the project, for DeOrganized. But I gotta be me, right? I gotta
Yeah,
be
yeah.
me. Sometimes I'm awkward, and sometimes I'm a little ugly or a little off color.
We want Steve
Is what it is.
original. We want the OG Steve. We want Steve for Steve. You know what I mean? I think it's a solid. I think you approach it in the right way. You give your very honest opinion, and that's what we need. That's what we need, dude. Somebody that's going to shoot us straight.
Well, because if you take that approach in life, then when you're dealing with people, they might not want to hear what you have to say, but they respect it because they know that you're not coming in at an angle, that you're coming in honest from how you see things. And maybe they disagree, but it's a lot easier to disagree with people that way. When you're pushing an agenda and pushing an agenda and pushing an agenda, and then all of a sudden you have a negative opinion to push out to against somebody else. That negative opinion ends up being far more destructive to yourself too, because it's hard to believe your angle is true, right? So now it becomes suspect, and now you've hurt your own brand, you've hurt your own trust. So just be honest with what you are, and if somebody has a problem with it, talk to them about it, and realize that sometimes they're going to have their opinions too, right? Nobody has to agree with you on everything. And thank you, Kike.btc. I appreciate you too, man. Or I'm not sure if I misgendered you, I apologize.
Yeah, dude. And Jamie F says, "Stay authentic. Peace, love, music, man." And I agree tenfold, man. Good morning, by the way, Jamie. Good to see you this morning, brother. Everybody that shows up in this chat, and shows support to DeOrganized. You're helping move the needle, help these bigger guests and bigger builders and all sorts of characters get on this show. Getting the word out there. So
It's
very
true.
solid.
It's true. I actually consider everyone that talks to us in these chats as part of DeOrganized as well. Our community, we're nothing without the people that are engaging and watching the content and enjoying it. So also want to shout out to everybody. Anybody has any ideas about what we should cover or topics we should cover or projects that need coverage, or if you're working on something and you would like some coverage, let us know. I'm not we are not exclusive. We're open. We want to cover everybody building in this space. You don't have to have a product you're trying to sell. Maybe you're just looking to get some attention on it because you need some help from people working on it. Come to DeOrganized, come to Stacks Link, and we're here to help. We're not. Our goal is to help everyone become more informed and engaged in the community here. And so we love it. This is the most live the chat has been, and I can't thank people enough for engaging and saying good morning, tuning in and watching. I mean, this is it helps me helps me get motivated to do the show every day and to find the guests for the long form content, and then reach out to Chente and talk to her and get her on the show. I mean, I think that's a great opportunity for Alex. Obviously, it's a tremendous opportunity for us to get that kind of spotlight on our platform that I'm sure she's going to bring. So, I mean, it's a win-win. But again, without all of these people joining in, Jamie and Cryptiddy and Tales from Crypto, Hero, Kike, and earlier Reese and everybody, Ace saying hi, and LMNO and Darth Dude and Crypto Oracle said good morning, and didn't come out here today, but nobody famous comes in and says hi all the time. And Michael said, we got a growing group of awesome engaged community members, and that just it warms my heart. It makes me feel good about what I'm doing, and helps me stay motivated to keep putting my time and effort into this. So thank you all for that. We're a little over the hour. I know you're on vacation, man. I've kept you on for a long time. I started to give when you broke down earlier, I actually started to give the keep the energy high, keep love in the room. Why don't you do it? Do it. I don't do it as good.
Dude, I appreciate that. Yeah, man. As I always like to say, keep love in the room, keep building cool stuff, keep the frequency high, man. We're all gonna make it. So it's one of those things, man. Keep love in the room, guys.
That's it. And also, my opening message was, when you start feeling like you're forcing things and you have to have certain outcomes, that's when things kind of start going sideways. So take a step back when you're feeling desperate and let things unfold. Sometimes it's better to just be patient and step back. Same thing Crip said about trading. You got to be patient and have a plan, but you can't force things to happen. It doesn't always go the way you want. So step back, let the universe unfold as it will. Keep putting the work in, keep your head down, keep chipping away, and sooner or later you'll break that rock. I love you,